Hey, what's up, you guys? WHX, welcome to my live stream. Before I do my topic, I want to give a shout out to somebody who commented on my video. So I want to wish that individual a happy birthday and many, many more. So this is a shout out to you, my brother, for one of my subscribers. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get started on the things I appreciate and hate it about MMPR, aka Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Now, we're gonna start things off with the positives, the good. What I appreciate about the Mighty Morphin series is the music. Yes, the music was a huge thing back in 1993. Well, 92 when the pilot episode debuted. Although I like that version over the second version when it comes to the fight scenes. Hey, what's up, man? Oh, Aaron Johnson. Oh, what's up, Aaron? Okay, that's your name. I forgot your name, by the way. Shout out to you and happy birthday, by the way. What I like about Mighty Morphin is the music. The soundtrack was the most memorable thing in Power Rangers history. Why do you think all the YouTube accounts they've been putting out the video of the song for the soundtrack for the Mighty Morphin series? The soundtracks, I prefer the season 1 versions because, especially one of my favorite songs from season 1 was Comeback, Fight. I think those two were my favorite songs from the season 1 version. I like that because it puts me in the mood to do some fake martial arts. That's your Mighty Morphin for you though, because it kind of makes you want to do some crazy stuff, if you know what I mean. But don't go on killing everybody and stuff. Another thing that I appreciate the most is the fight scenes. You have actors that are gymnasts, dancers, and martial artists that you know and love today. Especially one of my favorites, like Austin St. John, Walter Jones, Jason David Frank. Those three are my favorite martial artists because they can fight. Even though the show is fake, but you can see some of their own stunt work, not in suits, but in civilian form. So those are the things that I appreciate about Mighty Morphin also. And you know what? And the Megazord. The Megazords are amazing in season 1. It's the most memorable Megazords. Well, the Dino Megazord. And what I love about it is the way it fights. A guy in a Megazord costumes, and here's the thing. In the past, I've always thought that the Megazord was on its own, and then I think years later, now that I'm an adult, I realized that it was a guy in a costume this whole time, and I'm thinking to myself, how in the heck this dude moves in all that robot on, with all that in his body without even falling and stuff. But hey, that's how Japan works. Now, another thing I appreciate about Mighty Morphin is the Green Redeemer saga. Jason David Frank did a phenomenal job as Tommy Oliver because he was the reason why I love Mighty Morphin in the first place, because of his martial arts and his, you know what I'm saying? There I go with that nostalgia part. The Green Redeemer saga was the most memorable because I understand the story a lot because I watched Mighty Morphin so many times when I was a kid, and I still watch it now because I know more about how Tommy became a new Green Ranger and kidnapping Jason, fighting Goldar and the Green Ranger, eclipsing the Megazord, freeing Tommy from under a spell, and yeah, I think that was one of the best parts about the Green Devil saga, and it was one of the best. Now let's get into some negatives. I have to get into some negatives because you guys heard me talk about this on my other YouTube channel, how my personal feelings about Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and why I think it has too much nostalgia these days. First things off, the characters. Everything about Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Season 1, as the season as a whole, is that the characters felt bland. Like, in Season 1, they were stereotypical goody goods, always doing right by the community, helping out this and that. This so-called protesting, it's like every time when Bulk and Skull come around, I feel like the Rangers, they were the real bullies, because if you guys remember the first episode of Day at the Dumpster, Bulk and Skull were trying to go on a date with Kimberly. And to be honest, Bulk and Skull don't even look that bad, They just want to date with hot girls. I mean, when I was in high school, I never dated a girl except for my prom date, when I dated my bus container's, daughter. But it was a prom date, not an actual date. I did not have a girlfriend. I don't know why, but I wouldn't have had a close relationship, but I'd rather stay single than to be in a relationship. Screw love. Anyways, back to Mighty Morphin. Bulk and Skull were not even that funny. I mean, in times they were, but they were not even that funny. Because the way that the producers and the writers made them out to be, looking back at it now, they were not funny at all. Except for Bulk, the fat one. AKA Paul Schreier, who played Bulk in Mighty Morphin 2 through Lost Galaxy. And he came back in for a Red Special. May I say more? Another issue I have with Mighty Morphin is the Tommy losing his Green Ranger powers in mid-season 1 and early season 2. I said this in my last video when I compared Tommy's Green Ranger powers with 2 types of diabetes, and it played out a whole time. And not only that, they tried to expose Tommy too much. Like, he's the most popular Green Ranger of all time. And he's not. He's not the most popular Green Ranger of all time. He's not the most best Green Ranger of all time. He's not the most best Green Ranger of all time. And you know what? He's not. Because there are times when I just get super angry when it comes to the social media. Because everywhere you go, it's too much Green Ranger stuff, this and that. The Boom Studio Comics, the clothing lines, the toys, the drinks or whatever. It's too much Tommy. Green Ranger Tommy, Green Ranger Tommy, Green Ranger Tommy. Like, why can't everybody else just focus on other Rangers besides Tommy Oliver? Shoot, why not focus more on the White Ranger? Because ever since he became the White Ranger, everybody hated him because he became a leader. That I understand, but he was still a better White Ranger than the Green Ranger. Because when he was with the Green Ranger, he was just weak. He sucked. So I kind of prefer to him as White Ranger over Green any day. Why? Because he's strong. His fight scenes with Gordo were more enjoyable to watch. And plus, I love his Tiger Zord. In Megazord mode, you don't see that in the Dragon Zord. It was just on its own. Although I do love the Dragon Zord, but I don't love it like that, like all the other fanboys do. Truth be told. Another issue I have is Saban himself. The guy didn't even pay Austin, Walter, and 3 Train enough money to do more action scenes because David, Amy, and Jason Frank were paid more than the original 3 Rangers were when they left the show in season 2 due to money dispute. For those of you who don't know the history of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, also St. John, Walter Jones, and 3 Train left the show due to money dispute because they wanted more money. Also, St. John would have worked in the fast food restaurant like McDonald's to get more money than he did on the show. So once he came back in Zeo, he was paid extra money. And when he came back in that god-awful Turbo movie, I believe he was paid more. I think it was something like that. But all I know is that Mighty Morphin was just not that great of a season. And my final issue I have with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is Lord Zed. When Lord Zed came into the picture in the early season 2, he was one of the best villains of all time. He was a lot better than Rita would ever be as far as voices is concerned. Some children back then complained that Lord Zed was too scary for the kids, and parents complained to Saban and the other who created the Power Rangers show that they should change Lord Zed from being scary to more comic relief. I personally did not like that at all because he was supposed to be scary. Like, what did you expect? Like, why are you kids being a bunch of faggots all of a sudden? Like, come on, you act like you never seen a scarier villain on TV before for a kid show. A kid show. And what's even worse is Rita Repulsor. Rita Repulsor. I did not like her at all as a villain because she screamed, she hollered, her voice is so annoying and it gave me a headache 1,000 times every time I watch her on screen. Yes, this was due to the Japanese stock footage, but still, I think this was the reason why Barbara Goodman was pissed at the producers of how they treated her. So once she did her Wiki Witch voice, I think that's what made history. But Rita was still not the best character. I'm sorry, I hated Rita because she sucked as a villain. She screamed, she hollered, and she drove me crazy. And once her and Zed got married in season 2, I had so many mixed feelings about this because I did not like when Lord Zed became comic relief. I just liked him as a villain better. You know, scarier villain in '94 when he first came out. And in season 3, I did not like the Alien Rangers. Hey, what's up, Spark 2K? How you doing? I did not like season 3 because of the Alien Rangers saga. I just think the saga was a bit stupid. My name is Jay. Oh, what's up, Jay? Season 3 sucked because of the Alien Ranger saga. You know what? I just thought about this idea when it came to season 3 when the Rangers were turned back to kids. Even though I hated the Alien Ranger saga, they could have used episode 10 as a finale to turn the Rangers back to adults and have them morph into Nejani mode and the Ranger mode one more time to destroy Master Val. So that way, it would have set up for a Zeo movie. Think about that. When Goldar goes into the command center, he sets up a bomb and the Rangers command center explodes. So now they're out of options and they trying to figure out how to activate the Zeo crystals. And you guys seen the first episode of Power Ranger Zeo when the Rangers fell underneath the command center. I am so excited because I'm turning 14 on Christmas and I will buy a computer and I can edit my videos. Buddy, let me tell you something. Your birthday is not only on Christmas, but my dad's birthday is on Christmas as well. So I can give you a shout out on Christmas Day if you want. Let me know. Do you watch Power Rangers Dino Charge? Yeah, man, Power Rangers Dino Charge season 1 was good. It had its flaws, but it was a lot better than the super seasons. Just so you know. So anyways, getting back. Thanks, man. I appreciate that, man. So getting back to what I was saying about the Zeo movie and what I would have thought I had an idea. Hey, what's up, Michael? How you doing? We got a lot of viewers here. So the Zeo movie would have been the perfect idea in 1996 when they finally defeat Master Val, and you would have had the former Power Rangers team turn into Zeo Rangers, and Billy would have stepped down as a Ranger to become the Technician. That right there would have been good. The perfect idea to make a Power Ranger Zeo film after the third season of Mighty Morphin. Booker T is okay. You know, I don't like him like that, but he alright. Although he does remind me of my Uncle Frank. LOL. After streaming, can you check out my latest YouTube video and leave a comment and read the description? I'm gonna check you out soon once I'm done. Actually, yeah, Kane is so boring now, man. I mean, back then when Kane debuted in 1997, between 97 and 98, those were the best years of Kane. But in 1999 and the early 2000s and the 2010s, they completely ruined him. Like, King absolutely sucked balls. And now that he's back today with the mask, he still sucked. He still sucked. Kane in the 90s, he was baddest. Now he's a joke. Yeah, he is. Do you watch any other wrestling companies other than WWE? Yeah, TNA. TNA. To be honest, I'd rather watch TNA over WWE any day. Truth be told. So yeah, check out Ring of Honor. I mean, I watched a little bit of that on TV before. They are treating him like a monster, even though he is old and fatter. Yeah, and indefinite. Yeah, I believe I seen Ring of Honor in the past before on TV. I heard some good things about it as well, so I watched WCPW, Ring of Honor, and New Japan Wrestling. What is WC? Oh, World Champion. Is it World Championship Pro Wrestling, or is it something else? I mean, I know Ring of Honor and New Japan Wrestling is. Oh, what Culture Pro Wrestling? Okay, yeah, yeah, man. Thanks for. Yeah, I mean, I know what Culture Pro Wrestling. No, it's not What Culture Wrestling. I mean, no, it is What Culture Wrestling. Yeah, I mean, I did a reaction to those videos early on this year, 2017. I haven't done it in a while because I heard some shady stuff about them, but I don't know. But that's what I heard, some stuff. But what do I know? Come see me. So those are my things I appreciate and what I hate about Mighty Morphin Power Rangers as a whole. Even though it's not the best seasons ever, it's still one of the most memorable moments. Memorable seasons in Power Rangers history. It was the first seasons that introduced 5 teenagers with attitude. Well, in my opinion, they're not teenagers with attitude. They have zero attitude whatsoever. At least when the 2017 Power Rangers movie, they had more teenagers than the original cast did. And plus, they were not goody two-shoes like the original show had. I'm going to end this video on a good note. I wish you all a... Hold up. React to... Hold up. Let me write this down so that I can remember, because number one, I'm very bad at spelling. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me write something down. What else I gotta say? I feel like Jinder Mahal could have been a great champion if they let him develop. No, he was never a good champion. I like to see Jinder as United States champion, but not WWE champion. I would rather not see him as champion, period, because number one, he's Canadian, he's not Indian. Two, I don't know why everybody in. Here's the thing: what really pissed me off about the WWE these days are the PG fans, because I think the PG fans are the reason why I hate this show. Because when it comes to Roman Reigns and Cena fanboys, I quit. So I rather not watch I rather not watch Raw or my SmackDown. So I'm just gonna react to a couple of top tens, this and that on YouTube, than the actual show on TV. Even though Raw stinks because it's 3 hours long. And guess what though? If you see my reaction videos to if you see my rant video on why I think Raw stinks, I'm gonna tell you why, because they're gonna wait until 2019 to go back to 2 hours. Why would you wait two years later to do that? I don't get it. React to more Christian miracles in the future. Yeah, man, I'm gonna check them out. Let me know what y'all want me to react to, and I got you. What's his name? Michael Harvey. Okay. All right, man. I'm gonna check a video out soon. Hope more wrestling sense, man. I'm gonna do that too as well. Thank y'all for react. I said react because I haven't done any reactions yet. Thank y'all for tuning in with your boy. I appreciate y'all time. My Jigger Nuggets. Hopefully you all enjoy my live stream. Subscribe, comments down below, and please share my videos and go tell everybody to subscribe to your boy. Even though I'm not active, I'm still putting out more videos a day. I'm still trying. I'm not giving up. We're gonna reach 1K. It may not be this year, but next year we're gonna go hard this time. I promise you. My real name is Manny Hardy, WWE Resurrected. You funny, man. Thank y'all for hanging out with your boy, and I'll see you later.